Okay, in this particular chapter, we'll talk about what templates are. So in our previous chapter, when we were creating a job, so let's click on our job. Let's give a name for our job. And let's just choose any random cloud storage. So one thing you would have noticed is that when you were configuring the detection, you had an option of either managing the info type directly, or you could use something called as a template. So in this particular chapter, what we'll do is we'll create a template, and after that we will provide a template while creating a job. So let's see how we can do that. So let's go back to our main page again. Let's discard this. And let's go to configuration. Now templates not only come in handy while for inspecting, but it also comes in handy for de-identifying your particular file. So de-identification is something that I'll talk about in the next chapter. So for this particular chapter, let's create a template and use it for inspection. Let's click on create. And here you have two options, either to find, that is our inspect, or to de-identify. Like I said previously, de-identify is something that we'll do in the next chapter. So in this particular chapter, we'll choose inspect. So you can just give a name for your template. Let's just call this as my template. A display name as well. Now you can either make it as a global resource or restrict it to a particular region. So let's just make this as a global resource. Let's click on continue. And here you need to choose the info type. So let's click on manage info type. So let's just choose the Indian pan. And we'll just choose this. Let's click on select and let's click on done, and let's create a template for just this particular Indian pan, and let's click on create. Okay, so once you've done that, the next thing that you need to do is you can just copy this. And again, now let's go back to our inspection again. Click on inspection and let's create a job, and this time we'll be using that particular template that we've created. So let's call this as my job. Again, the storage type that we would choose would be the big cloud storage, and we'll be using the file that we'd used in the first particular chapter. Now the link to that chapter I'll give over here, so you can just have a look at it. So let me show you how that file looks like. So the file looks something like this. So this particular ID field is not there. So it contains these 4 columns. So let's just choose this. And here what we need to do is let's click on continue. And here we just need to give the template name. And let's just remove all the other info types. Let's click on manage info type and deselect everything that we have. Okay, we've deselected everything. So this particular template will just have that Indian pan and nothing else. So let's click on continue. And we'll not be sending any mail or anything like that. We'll just click on continue and let's just run this right now. So let's click on continue again and let's review this before we run it. And here you can see that the custom info type, everything is null, and it's going to take that info type from this particular template. And let's run this particular job now. Click on confirm create. And once the job is done, you can find that there are 12 results, and you can see that the individual pan number has been detected over here. So that is how you can use your template for inspection. So in the next chapter, we'll be using a template to de-identify our data. So I will see you there.